Hello, my collective. I'm back with another reading just for you. We are going to look at the money, the career, the finances, the abundance for my collective because the energy right now is shifting when it comes to money. A lot of people are getting a lot of bright ideas to make new ways to make money and things like that. I'm hearing and I'm seeing, and a lot of different people that I know. People are just being very creative at this time. So I want to get a message out there for all my creatives, right? All my people that are in business, that have jobs, that are just on a day-to-day hustle, whatever it is you have going on in your life. But look, maturation just flew out. I love this. It says you're becoming more mature in handling your finances. Taking responsibility is exciting, but challenging. It is time to be dependable. So you have to be dependable on yourself though, right? You're learning how to do that. You're learning how to depend on others in the right way, right? Where to ask for help at, how to give and receive. That's also something that we all have to learn, right? Not giving away too much of ourselves, and not trying to look and accept something without giving away anything as well, right? We can't always expect to get something without giving up something. So there's the energy of knowing your place, knowing yourself, feeling very confident in your abilities and your capabilities, and that's a really good thing at this time. Like I said, people are coming up with these ideas. People are coming up with new ways to make money. I'm hearing somebody's wanting to learn more about finances and dig more into it so that they can, incorporate this into their life so that they can be more financially stable. All right. So I didn't get to call in the ancestors. I didn't get to call in the angels, but they are obviously here with us. So I thank you already. And Ashe, hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. And make sure you comment down below. Tell me how this message is resonating for you. Okay. And I also hear, give yourself time to grow, right? You may not be at the top of your game yet, but you're getting there because you're practicing every day. You're doing everything you have to do. You're getting up every day and you are making the biggest effort that you can, right? Even on the bad days, even on the days when things seem like almost impossible to get through, you're still working through it. You're still managing, right? You're still doing what you have to do at the end of the day. And that's a really those big moves. I'm also seeing somebody who's making big purchases, right? Wanting to buy a house, wanting to open up a business, like a storefront or something. These are adult things. These aren't like small-minded things like a child would think, or a teenager, or even a young adult who's freshly maybe out of school. This is like big ideas that you really want to work on, right? You want to mature this energy. And then you have feast. It says it's time to celebrate your hard work and even your small wins. An unexpected income or pay raise is on the horizon. And this is for the efforts that you've been putting in when it comes to your money, right? You could be going to different meetings, networking with people. You could just be celebrating with other people who are also very successful, your friends and your family who have been wanting you to see your success. They already saw you as a winner, and now that you are actually winning, you're feeling really good about yourself. It's like these people are celebrating you, right? And you're going to events that are celebrating others, and this is inspiring you. This is allowing you to mature, allowing you to grow up, because you're seeing how others around you are also successful. So putting yourself in like a very rich energy, right, around people who, even if they don't have it all together, they're still striving and thriving, right? It's a really big thing right now with the collective. It's about being around the right type of people, right? Who are you feasting with? When you're feasting, when you're having this time together with people, what are y'all talking about? Are y'all talking about things that are useful? Are y'all talking about like, yo, listen, I just saw this thing and you could do this and it's going, like, are y'all saying like there's a course here that you could take to give you this degree, get a certification, even whatever it is? Like, what are y'all talking about? Or y'all talking about like the latest, trendy topic, which is not a problem, but it's all about like really how are you spending your time and energy when it comes to other people? Who are you depending on? Who are you feasting with, right? What are you guys feasting on? So let me get another card here. When it comes to the money, career, finances, change, taking chances. It says chances and change. So it says it's time for a leap of faith in this situation. Be more courageous in dealing with your finances. It may be uncertain, but may lead to get great results. Sorry, but it may lead to great results. So you also have to take a chance at, I feel like, leaving some people behind when it comes to business, whether it be a job, whether it be, a business partner, whether it be people who just don't understand what it is you're doing and they're not helping you to grow in your business, in your money, in your situation in any way, right? These are just people that with this change, take a chance about like just putting yourself in a new environment. Go ahead and take up that class. Go ahead and apply for that job. Go ahead and just do it, right? Put yourself in the environments, or put yourself in the environments that you want to be in. Take steps to get into those environments, right? I'm seeing somebody fixing up their resume. All right. I'm seeing someone even asking and talking to other people who are already in the field or doing things that they are interested in and learning from them. Right. This is that feasting energy, feasting off of the same plate. So if it's a plate of 1,000 grapes and there's a plate of 1,000,000 grapes, which one you want to feast off of? You want to make sure that you're feasting off of the one with 1,000,000 grapes, because it's more abundance for you. It's more abundance for everyone. Right. You don't necessarily want to feel like you're doing something and you're the only one doing it, because sometimes that makes it harder for you when you're doing something solo completely, that it's like taking a chance on incorporating or having something new come into your life, or into your work, or into your your routine when it comes to money, that changes up things for you. All right, it's taking that leap of faith. Let me get 2 more cards here for the collective marketing. So you have to put yourself out there. You have to, it says you are good at promotions, right? So promote yourself, promote your business, promote your skills, promote yourself, talk good about yourself, right? When you're at work, even if you don't have your own business, if you're at work, talk good about the work that you do. Dang, I do good. I cleaned these floors. Excellent. And when you see your boss, guess what? They hear that. They're like, oh, this person, they're cleaning it well, right? It's almost like you're convincing the people around you that something is amazing just because of your energy when it comes to it and how you express, whatever it is about it. Like it says, apply different marketing strategies to grow your business and continue to innovate to attract more sales. Okay, so promote yourself. Don't leave yourself out there where nobody knows your name. Put yourself in the environments, in those rich environments, in that energy of richness. All right, let me get 1 more card here for my collective. Let me get another card when it comes to the money. It's all about the money. Okay. It says assistance and it says mishaps. Both of them wanted to come out, so I'm going to take them. But assistance says, I'm feeling this is telling you not to take, be careful of the advice that you get, right? You may have someone there that feels like they're trying to help you, but you have to be very still discerning about who you take advice from, what deals you incorporate yourself with, how much you help somebody, because it can set you back, or it can, knock something out of place when it comes to your finances if you're not paying attention to it. So it says assistance. There are some resources you have overlooked that would help you resolve your financial issues. Someone is willing to help you to recover, but be mindful of who gives you things, right? If somebody gives you something, they usually want something in return. So always remember that you can't just take something that you can't really give back. I think I spoke about that in the beginning. But it says there may be some minor setbacks, but it's only asking you to review your work and see what you have missed out on. Mistakes teach us a lesson. So there could be somebody coming in to overview something that you did, right? And again, being in that energy of okay, you're telling somebody about what you're doing because you're looking for some sort of advice. You're looking for some way to grow, to get over some sort of hurdle, to get over some sort of, maybe mishap that you feel like you took. Maybe you took some sort of abrupt chance on something and it didn't pan out so well, but there are help, there are people, there are things, there are tools, I should say, right? And whether it be people or software or whatever it is, I don't know what it is, your own thinking, your own capabilities, but there's something that taking a risk in another direction, like you took a risk once, it's okay to take another risk, right? You're not going to fail every time. You have to remember that. Okay. I have, where's my deck? Here we go. Let's get some tarot here. All right. What is the energy when it comes to the collective, when it comes to money, career, abundance, finances? Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Do you see who this is? This lovely lady, the mature empress, who is able of creating, who is able of planting the seed, accepting the seed, growing the seed, nurturing the seed, and reproducing that over and over and over to grow and expand, right? Oh my God, that is some beautiful energy. This is excellent energy to be in, all right? The Empress energy is here letting you know that you are in an abundant state, all right? You are the Empress. Whether you're a man or a woman, you are the Empress. You are capable of producing. You are capable of growing something and nurturing it to its most abundant state. The Knight of Pentacles, and you're doing that by putting in the work. You're doing that by putting in the effort. You're doing that by not giving up. You're doing that by staying diligent, right? By persevering, by not letting a no, not letting a no stop you. The King of Cups is here. I feel like you are very creative, right? The King of Cups is somebody who doesn't always allow his creativity to shine. Now, I shouldn't even say that. He actually does, but he's also can be very reserved in that energy as well, right? Because it's a more masculine, creative energy. So it's like not always as loud. Feminine energy of cups would be, some more expressive. But with the Empress here, it's like telling you to pull out that energy that you've been trying to hide, right? Whatever's underneath this armor, you've been working at it. You've been doing what you need to do to get it done. Now it's time to let it shine. Now it's time to let it out. Now it's time to, be in that energy of abundance. Again, the King of Cups is very abundant. Very, very abundant. Okay. The Three of Pentacles is here. So 2 3s. The Empress, she is working with other people, right? She's working with energies that are abundant. She's also working with energies that she feels like she can grow into be like her, right? To nurture that energy in someone else, to say, look what you can do. This could be somebody doing this for you, or you seeing somebody else. And this is also getting that assistance. With the Three of Wands, this is that time that it takes for like a cycle to happen. And I feel like this is in the beginning stages of something, this new era of abundance. This is definitely the formation, right? Planted the seeds. You've gone through different phases when it comes to this. That's basically what it's telling me. And the phase that you're at now is one of production, one of making the wheels move, putting things together, making things cohesive, making things stick, right? Putting all the parts together so that it can be a completion at some point. You have the Ace of Wands. I love that. Yes, I'm hearing you are the commander. You are commanding in these new, like these breaking moments, like these big ideas. I keep seeing these big ideas to get something going, to shake the ground, right? To shake the environment. This isn't like the ordinary. This isn't the same old, same old. This is gathering the forces to look with the Strength card. The Knight of Pentacles will work at anything and do it at his best. He could be cleaning the floors, or he could be the CEO. He's going to do, and even if he doesn't fully have the potential, he's going to work and act and be in that energy like, yes, everything I just did is in the King energy or the Queen energy. But guess what? I still know that every day I got to get up and work for myself and do what I have to do to provide for myself. So this is why they embody that energy. The King and the Queen of Pentacles could be could be more of an energy where they're they're looking to receive, or, I've accomplished this much already, so I don't have to do as much, right? Because I've come to this status. The Knight of Pentacles is like, I'm not at the status that I want, and this is how I'm going to get there, and this is what I got to do to get there. This is the strength that I have to be in. This is the energy I have to be in, the power that I have to be in order to make it happen, right? So it's like, if you want something, then you got to go get it. It's not anybody else out there to give it to you. The 10 of Swords, that just flew out over there. I feel like that was, in the way how it flew out, I don't know if you saw it, but it was just like an energy of like, stop worrying so much about taking some sort of chance, about some sort of mishap, about something that you did that washed away, something that didn't work out, something that you thought would be, very creative, very, like, everyone would love it or would be the right thing. The fact that it wasn't, it's okay. Move on. The Eight of Pentacles. It's like you almost, if you get stuck in this phase of like you have to keep working on something that didn't work out, right? Or dwelling on something that didn't work out for you, you're going to get stuck in almost like a whirlpool energy of just going through that. But if you work your way out of that, right? If you put this to the side, like that Ten of Swords just flew out to the side. Like that is the past. This is the past energy. So moving into the future, you're ending off worrying about those mishaps of what did not work when it comes to money, because we all had to learn, right? We all had to get to a point where we know, okay, I'm never doing that again. Right? And that's okay. And look, it's at the bottom. The Fool is here at the bottom to tell you it's okay to take that leap of faith, to go forward, to proceed. Temperance, the angels are with you. Ten of Pentacles, they're trying to get you to your abundance, right? They want you to keep moving. They don't want you to be scared. They don't want you to feel like, oh my God, I made a big mistake that one time or last time, and how should I ever move on? You can. You just have to know that you can. You just have to take those steps to make sure that you are moving forward. Okay? So let me get a card from this deck. When it comes to my collective and the money, what do we have? Ooh, okay. We have grieving. Didn't I just say that? Stop worrying about what happened, the beauty. And then that's that Empress energy again. So staying in your Empress energy to fix yourself back up, right? Get yourself back prepared to be in standing, to be in the to be shining in that light. Like you have to see that energy of abundance within you, right? And this is not the Emperor energy where you're putting that force out there. You're attracting it towards you here with this energy. So be very diligent in knowing that you can't, like, you won't continue to have the same mistakes. If you learn from the mistakes, then you're able to move forward, right? And that beauty card is like, that's the beauty of life. You always get a fresh start. Inspiration. See, you always get a fresh start to be inspired again, to find your power, to live, the solar plexus energy, right? Expressing yourself in a healthy manner and being very confident in yourself, having this fiery passion about, your past, your present, and your future. Like, don't even stress it. Look at that. The butterfly is at the bottom. Transformation. Things are going to be changing for you. Do not worry. Okay? Do not worry. I want to get... Where's my deck? Here we go. My animal power deck. We're going to wrap it up with a few of these cards. It says remove the mask. The raccoon. The seagull says tidy up. So it's like, get ready. Prepare yourself. Look good. Smell good. All right? Always be prepared every day. Don't try to be someone you're not. Be yourself every day and get used to that energy. Tidy up that person who you say you are. And it says seek nature's wisdom with the sloth. So take your time. Don't rush to anything. You're not being forced at gunpoint to do anything at any speed you don't wish to do it at. But you still need to make some moves. The sloth still gets somewhere, even though he's going at his own pace. Right? We have the giraffe, connect to higher wisdom. So you need to get out there and, stretch your head out to see above the clouds, to see above the illusion, right? To see above what is trying to keep you low. The leech. Leeches like to suck on your blood and suck on your energy. It's a shift from fear to love, right? So this is your energy, my lovely, lovely collective. And you have these snakes at the bottom. So you really need to get away from some people. Look at that. You have the frog. That's why the snake was there, because there's like something trying to scare you from taking that leap of faith, right? Something trying to hold you back from taking that leap of faith, but don't allow it. Be bigger than whatever the problem is or whatever your fears are, all right? Don't allow your fears to control your actions in a way that'll hold you back from your success or your prosperity, okay? So, collective, this is your money message for today. I hope it resonated for someone out there. And if it did, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll be back with more. Talk to you later. Bye.